Thank you everyone for being here. This session is being recorded, and this event is actually an event by CryptoMom2. My talk show is for individuals who are learning about the cryptocurrency and blockchain world and all the wonderful developments that are going on within it. My name is Jacqui Cooper, and I'm super excited to be here. This is the first of many wonderful events. I know that I came across Bitpay as I was learning about different exchanges, and I was very impressed with how they are able to support and help both for-profits and nonprofits and individuals in terms of accepting and navigating the cryptocurrency world. Wesley, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? I'm really grateful that you're here. I know that we have others that will be hopping on, and I might interrupt just for a quick sec to let them know the format. But we really appreciate your being here to educate us about the Bitpay platform. And I'm going to let you share and navigate for the next few minutes.
Okay, well, thanks, Jacqui. Great to be here. Hey everyone, this is Wesley with Bitpay. I've been with Bitpay for the last 2 years, and in the crypto space that may feel like more like 6. I'm an account manager here at Bitpay. We're headquartered out of Atlanta, Georgia. Just a quick overview. Bitpay was founded in 2011, making us one of the oldest crypto payment companies in the world. We are the largest crypto payment gateway in the world as well. We process well over $1 billion annually. And we work with some of the large companies out there like Microsoft, Dish Network, Twitch. We have a full integration with AT&T. So believe it or not, you can pay your cell phone bill in crypto. We're one of 6 payment options on their mobile app and on their website. We allow these organizations to be able to accept crypto payments, but get settled in fiat. We also work with well over 100 nonprofits, large list of universities, political campaigns, where we allow them to accept donations in cryptocurrency, but get settled in fiat. For the full amount invoiced for, never being subjected to that price volatility, never having to take custody of crypto and deal with the headaches that comes with crypto. Basically outsource the whole ordeal for 1%. That's our only cost whatsoever. So it's a lot cheaper than a credit card payment and having to deal with middling banks, things like that. So when we allow a nonprofit to accept a donation, there's a couple different ways to be able to accept donations. There's really pretty much 3. There's the full API integration onto a website. So a donor can go to a nonprofit's website and basically do a checkout as you would a credit card checkout. There's also a hosted page, which would be a redirect link to a Bitpay hosted page. You could just have a link on the nonprofit's website. Which is very easy to create. Maybe takes about 5-10 minutes. And then there's the easiest route, which is the email billing tool. This is a no technical integration whatsoever. You simply send out an email invoice to the donor, and they're able to make that donation. That's pretty much it when it comes to being able to accept crypto donations with Bitpay. We make it pretty easy on the nonprofit or whatever organization is looking to get into the space.
So I'm going to share my screen for a quick second, and I'm going to show just a little bit of a visual for those that are not on the audio side of the talk show. The video side you'll be able to see. So this is actually one of the pages for Bitpay, and it's actually a very easy, for me, it was very easy to navigate because I just needed to put my email and a password in, and it has a lot of different options for both individuals as well as businesses. Now, I know I'm going to stop sharing for a quick second. I know that you are going to share your screen to show a little bit more from a nonprofit perspective, because again, you do work with many nonprofits. And like you said, it's a very easy integration if they would like to increase their pool of possible donations. Because again, one of the things that individuals are realizing is that if they are looking at investing or getting involved with cryptocurrency, they might need tax write-offs. And so, right now there's giving a donation of crypto to a charity is actually could be a viable option for them. So I'll let you share your screen.
Okay. One second, sorry.
It's okay. I know you were sharing earlier.
All right. So yeah, I wanted just to share two screens really. The first one being our nonprofit directory, where we actually add some of the nonprofits that utilize Bitpay's processing, and we represent them on our merchant directory. This is a nonprofit section where you can see some of our nonprofits that actually that use us and have wanted to be represented on the merchant directory. I recommend any nonprofit that's interested in potentially moving forward to come check out this page and see what other nonprofits are doing and how they've implemented this on their website. A lot of nonprofits vary on how they decide to do it, whether it's creating a landing page, just doing a simple hosted page link. So this will give you a good idea of maybe what's something that you would want to do on your own website.
So for those that are not on the visual page, I'm just going to read off a few of the nonprofits that are participating and using Bitpay as a vehicle. We have the American Cancer Society, American Red Cross, Big Give Foundation, Cure USA, America Scores, the Ayn Rand Institute, the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, GiveWell, the Humane Society of Tampa Bay. So Room to Read, Institute for Justice. It's quite a variety of different, from small to large nonprofits. You are going to feature and highlight one of the nonprofits and show us how that works. Which one were you going to select today?
Yeah, sure. So I was going to actually show you guys a nonprofit that implemented us about a year and a half ago. I think they've done a good job of showing off how they accept crypto donations. So I wanted to represent them and do actually a live donation for you guys. So.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you share with individuals? I know you and I were discussing it before we started the recording. The steps that a nonprofit would need to do in order to activate their website. I know it's a very simple process, but for those that might not have been involved in it, they actually might need a little bit of guidance. So yeah. What are the 1, 2, 3 steps that you can share with people?
Sure, certainly. So it's a pretty straightforward process where you just go to bitpay.com, create a merchant account. Once you create the merchant account, you basically just do some regular setup, like verify email, some basic information on the organization. And then you would have the account complete. You'd go to the settings section and you would apply for a tier 3 upgrade. A tier 3 is basically our compliance due diligence on the nonprofit's organization, as well as how much volume you guys can do with us. So a tier 3 is a $100,000 daily limit, which of course, if you guys think you'd ever have anyone donating more than that, we'd be happy to have a tier 4 phone call where we'd be able to upgrade you to that and then have you do unlimited processing volume with us.
So part of the documentation that they would need is they'd have to have a website, they'd have to have their 501c3, I would assume, and connect directly to their bank account. Anything else that they might need to have?
No, I mean, that's basically it. They will get set up with a merchant account. They'll be able to enter in their banking info in the settlement section, and they'll be good to go to whether they implement on the website or just use the email billing tool or do both. They'll be able to accept crypto donations through us, and we'll settle the next business day at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Okay, so again, for those that have just popped in, I'm just going to go ahead and reshare. So basically on BitPay, you have a personal side and a business side. And on the business side, you can select, you can get started, and then it's going to walk you through the various steps. If you're a business, it's going to show you what you need to do in terms of creating a business account. And it's a very easy process, step by step. Are you able to work with companies or nonprofits that are outside of the United States or just in the United States?
No, we work with companies all around the world. So
exactly. Yep.
It's totally fine.
And I know that Andres is in South America, so that would be an international client. We have individuals that are going to be watching this video and listening to the podcast that are all around the world. So that's really great to know. So I want to thank you. I'm going to be, for those that don't know about how a podcast or talk show or the Zoom side works, there will be definite contact information. So you can reach back out to Bitpay, because I'm not part of that company. I'm simply sharing information, and that way you can see how you can explore this, with your company, nonprofit, or even personally. We're going to go over to a different topic in a quick second, but was there anything else, Wesley, that you wanted to share about Bitpay and the company? Because it is a very credible company. It's been around for a while.
Sure. No, just want to say thanks for having me. And yeah, for any nonprofit organization that's looking to get into the space, please reach out to us. We'd love to be able to talk to you guys and kind of share in more detail how we're able to allow you guys to tap into that cryptocurrency market at no exposure and no risk.
Yeah, so the purpose of this short, webinar is to share how a certain exchange like Bitpay can help accept. And like you mentioned, Wesley, the cryptocurrency is actually accepted in the, if you're in the United States, accepted in dollars. So you don't have to actually handle or be involved with the crypto side. If the company or the nonprofit is in a different country, do you pay out in their local currency, or how does that work?
So there's a couple different countries that we're able to pay out locally in. Australia, the EU, South Africa, New Zealand. But other than that, we would most likely have to do either a crypto settlement, which we can settle in stable coins, and we could possibly do a USD wire as well.
For those that are new to this whole area, can you just help them understand what is a stable coin?
Yeah, sure. So Bitcoin supports 5 different stable coins at this point. A stable coin is basically a coin that is pegged to a fiat currency. In our case, it's the US dollar. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So for example, 1 USDC, which is a crypto stable coin, equals $1 at all times.
Good to know. Good to know. Again, I'm always trying to educate as we do the webinars, because we get very comfortable with some of our lingo. But those that are new, like I remember back in June when I first started, it was, I'm a sponge, but it's now I feel comfortable. But at the beginning, it was a whole new language to me. So no, I think what you're doing is great. Everyone check it out, do your research, and definitely think about how you can expand your fundraising by adding this onto your platforms. I want to jump over really quickly over to Brant Padmore, because he's going to be a speaker for us for Crypto Mom Talk Show in June. And at some point, I know, Andres, you're going to be talking about non-fungible tokens. So because that's a whole nother area that nonprofits are actually using and getting involved in, and some very successfully. I know that I think it was, as you mentioned, was like Yale and some of the other universities actually are selling NFTs or non-fungible tokens and raising a lot of funds for their various organizations and causes. But Brant, thank you so much for hopping on to kind of give just a little bit of a highlight. I, in full transparency, I met Brant through networking on a variety of different platforms, just like I did with Bitpay. And VBit technologies really intrigued me. And I am actually a business partner with VBit technologies, but I'm going to let Brant explain a little bit more about what it is and what we might be talking about in a different webinar down the road.
Thank you so much, Jackie, for inviting me to this forum. My name is Brant Padmore. Well, I work with, partnered with VBit Technologies, and VBit Technologies is a fintech company that launched in May of 2018. In fact, this month it's its 3-year anniversary. And this is a company that on-ramp into this industry is through Bitcoin mining. VBit has a subsidiary, VBit DC, that is the mining arm of the company. They offer actual equipment, hardware that they purchase from the manufacturer and sell to the end user. And they offer hosting services if you want to host the equipment with them as well. And so that many people are actually uh, generating Bitcoin on a daily basis simply by owning this equipment, allowing VBit to maintain it for them. And so it's a pretty simple process. And so we're going to be talking a little bit more about that. The CEO of the company, he's been very successful. In fact, at 13 years old, he created a tech company and sold it at 15 for 1.6 million. He created another application, made millions of dollars. And the ripe old age of 33, he's done very well. And, you know, after taking a look at the cryptocurrency markets in 2015 and studying them, he decided to launch VBit Technologies in 2018, really to help ordinary people like you and I get involved in the space. And so currently, VBit has grown to, I believe, over 10,000 customers around the world, and is growing. They're actually right now raising crowdfunding about $5 million in order to scale its mining operations. And so in 3 to 5 years, VBit will be a full service financial services company for crypto. And so, you know, we'll be talking a little bit more about how, you know, ordinary people can get an opportunity to get involved and partner with VBit and not just mine Bitcoin, but other opportunities that could provide a significant um, uh, income as well.
So I know that what we'll do in the next webinar series, where we're talking about how that might be also another vehicle for nonprofits to use possibly through various volunteers or individuals who would like to think about that as a way to raise money for them. And then Andres, I know you're a non-fungible token consultant, and we're going to be talking about NFTs down the road. Do you want to just give a quick like 30-second update as to what you're doing in the NFT area? And I know that that's something that I'm very interested in.
Well, and actually, it's a pleasure to talk with you. I am from Argentina. I am an NFT consultant, and we, with other experts, we are trying to tell the people the potential that NFTs have. NFTs is such a derivative of blockchain technology, and the big problem that NFTs try to solve is that in the metaverse, in the digital world, you can't verify digital files. Every digital file is a copy of other digital file, but you can't and say this is the original. You can't. So NFTs with blockchain technology certificate that NFTs that this digital file is the original. So you can create NFTs such as collectibles, and the mainstream media is very focusing right now in the digital art, but NFTs have big potentials. You can bring like tickets with NFTs. You can create collections. You can connect and connect real things like glass and sell via NFTs. You can create big things, and in other webinar we are going to talk about that if you can. But the big understanding that you need to know about NFTs is that now you can certificate that some digital files are original and they can't be replicated. So you can fundraise and do some branding stuff and other type of things to fundraising things and be and create your name and in the space of cryptocurrency.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you, everyone who's been on. Wesley, thank you so much for sharing about BitPay. I am really grateful for you to hop on. I know that I'm going to be sharing this out with some of the nonprofits that have reached out to me who are here, as well as who were not able to come. And Brant, thank you so much for hopping on and sharing more about VBIT, and Andrea as well for the non-fungible token, because these are all areas that I think as the technology develops in the blockchain, it's an amazing, amazing area. There's technology and developments that are happening all the time. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for hopping on, and I look forward to talking with each one of you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all. Goodbye.